in my hometown. So are you heading on me? Get your face down. I'm on the road.
Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, all right, and good evening. In my last session, I spoke about trading price action the right way, and in today, I am going to show you how I use my tools, all right, my indicators, and how I trade basically, all right. So I'm going to bring you in the limelight on how I use most of these things which you see on my chart, on my every recording and my every presentation. All right. First, I want to show you. You can actually download this on the internet. You can actually search this as FXX ATR dashboard 1.13 version. You can actually find it on the internet. All right, and this is another one I use here. It's called, let me just put it up right now. I have here, these are the indicators on my chart and then on my every chart. All right, it's just not just this very chart, it's on every chart. All right, I use the 200-day moving average. Okay, so here's my 200-day moving average. I try to see what price is doing on every 200 candles. Okay, that also gives me a clue as to where I am or how far out I am from that structure, thereby also indicating to me the strength at which a particular trend, all right, is actually doing. So I look at the trend with it. Okay, probably just looking at my bare eyes, look at the trend with it. All right. Okay. So the next indicator I use here is the price alert. Okay, this actually I can actually put up what alert or what environment or what level can I price actually send me a message in my mailbox, right? Or actually pop up a notification telling me okay price have actually come to hit this zone, right? And just so you also have the FX ATR dashboard, right? And I actually customize it differently, all right? So when you download this and put it up on your MT4, you're gonna have the opportunity to actually set it the best time frame you want to have here. You can actually have the daily, the weekly, the H4, and the last one here is gonna be my monthly. Beautiful. Okay, so you can see that I just added that. So my daily percentage change, okay, you can actually search on that on the internet. Just search on the daily percentage change indicator for your MT4. Okay, and you're gonna see that, and I actually configure it in my own way. All right, so I want my own description, all right, of it. Okay, so I just configure that, and voila, everything is set for my chart, and these are the only things I need to trade. All right, these are just the indicators I need to trade. This one here, this one here, and also the moving average of the 200. All right. So how do I use these indicators? Okay, now this is a new month. Okay, we're in the month of November. All right, November, and so far this indicate actually shows me how far out we are in the month. Okay, so we have moved up 1.40% for the month already. And I kind of put up grid lines. Okay, so let me just take it out, look at it. Okay, just take it out now. It's out, it's back, and it's out, and it's back one more time. So if I'm looking at the structure on a weekly time frame here, you would see that from this point here to here indicates 1 year. Okay, so this is a 1 year span. Right, this is a 1 year span. And if I go down to a daily time frame, okay, if I go down to a daily time frame, you will identify that in this grid line, all right, in this separator here, from this point to this point indicates to me a 1 month. Okay, so for this very monthly candle, which started inside of here and then moved up all the way here, then dropped back to this point here. So it is telling me that from this low, which market opened, to this point, currently, that price have moved 1.40%, but also price have moved 1.24% or pips. Okay, now we have seen that from this point price have moved from this point to this point also before then hit this high, then retraced down and then closed at the weekly level. So what is the monthly ATR for this space? Okay, monthly ATR, how do you measure the ATR? ATR is actually measured from market examples. This is the market opening price. Okay, price then moved from here up. Okay, dropped from here down. So the range at which price can actually, so if market is coming to hit this high here, what you need to understand, at least the market should move. One ATR will be 292. So from that point, you can, if you want to go short on that pay, okay, you can actually start from that point to measure with the ATR one 292. So my 292 ATR will be somewhere around here. 292 will be 292 will be somewhere around the thing is still far down. I just need to zoom out. It's still around this point here. Will be 292, 292 is 0.629. So 0.629, 0.629. Okay, so we have a target from our ATR indicator, okay, where we want to be at the end of the month. So if I'm going to short here, at least I'm going to target right, and I'm going to target this zone here, all right, this structure, this environment. So I also understand that when I'm looking at a target area, it's not actually a single line. Okay, not a single line. I'm looking at a whole territory. All right, I'm looking at the territory. I'm looking at a zone, an environment. Okay, I'm not looking at just a straight line. Okay, so that's where I would target. That would be my target area for a monthly time frame. But for a weekly time frame, okay, so probably if last week I was expecting to short from this point on from last week, my target would have been 120. So I would have targeted 120 from this high down here. So we are on the weekly time frame. So let me just go down to a much lower time frame, which is the H4, which would only, this period separator will only show me activity for that very week. Okay, let's just go down to the H4, which shows me from this separator here to this point is giving me a week. So this is 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. So this environment here is 1 week, here to here is 1 week, here to here is 1 week, here to here is 1 week, and here to here is 1 week. Okay, so if I am to go on a short trade from this point, okay, to the downside, what I would target first is I will target the weekly ATR of the 127. So if I have so far moved from this opening price up to 174, all right. So if I'm to take up a short trade from this high, all right, I'm going to target the 120 in terms of the weekly time frame. All right, so I'm just going to short from here 120 to the downside, and around here, let's see, 120 should be running. Yeah, okay, 120. Okay, you see that 120, so 0.646. So 0.646, 0.646. So that should be your optimum target area. So let's just go down to the H1 so that you can see clearly. So if you put up a short trade here, you would target 0.64 okay 646. So you would then see this clearly. Okay, that would be awesome. All right. So you would at the end of the day target this stage. So at the moderate level, you have been able to reduce your exposure. So those are kind of trades I take. All right, I don't really go on unrealistic entry and also exit points. Okay, I don't go on realistic exit points. Also, the ATR indicator will help you set your stop loss. Right now, if you have a pay that is so far from the opening price, okay, so if your overall bias for assuming your overall bias for AED was a bearish one. So by the time price actually is making this push up, second push up the next Tuesday, and you want to enter a short trade from here, all right. let's say on the H4 you find this rejection here. Okay, let's say you find this rejection here, and by the time this candle comes back into this territory, and you want to start shorting from this point, and your target will be 120 pips to the downside from this point. Okay, assuming and you'll be targeting 0.6423. So let's just put it like 0.6423, okay, 0.6423, okay, which is about the opening price. Okay, so you want to short from this point. Now your risk will be, okay, 120 as well. So if from this point on I want to risk 120, so my 120 should be somewhere up here. So this also have helped me to set a good stop loss. And you see that throughout in the week, I have not been in a loss. All right, I'm not also in a very good profit because here I entered a trade here. So for price to actually drop below here, I'll be in profit of some sort. Okay, so if my bias, okay, was a bearish one, okay, this would also, move down into hitting my set profit, and then I'll be in profit. So whatever price then goes back update to do will be none of my concern. All right, so you understand how I use this indicator, the ATR, to actually set my stop loss and also set my take profit area. Okay, so then the next thing goes with the period change. Okay, period change. All right, what do you know about certain currencies? What do you know about certain states? All right, I know a lot. Okay, I know a lot about certain pays. I know a lot about certain currencies and what they do. Okay, let's just look at it here, all right? Because trading involves historical research. Okay, historical research, and far back, did it a long time ago. I have a pay. Let's say this is daily structure. We're in a monthly time frame, and from this point, so far, price suddenly from this market opening moved a massive 354 pips. What is the ATR for that month? 292. And by the time it moves more than up to 300 pips, I know that what the market will do the next period would be to consolidate until at least the end of that month, so that the next monthly structure can actually continue going up. So I have a possible high here. The next thing price will do will consolidate. Now, this will also, you will see that this so far have is 1.4. By the time that moves up all those crazy, this will get up to 3.2. And by the time I see 3.2 in a monthly candle or a monthly time frame, I will not be looking for more buy opportunities to the upside because I know that already I have completed the 180R. What I will be looking for, I'll be looking for a range bound movement to try and consolidate. So I will just put up a sell order risking up to one weekly ATR. Okay. A lot of times when I'm speaking with the students and teaching about the ATR, some people actually ask me what happened here. What happened here was a trade we took then because in my last presentation or my last video, all right, trading Peterson the right way, we saw how this filling candle came in, filling candle came in, filling candle came in, and this rejected early in the month. Okay, it was early in the month, and we had a fine structure. We already knew that we were in a downtrend. Okay, we already knew that we were in a downtrend from a weekly perspective and a monthly perspective. Monthly perspective in a downtrend, weekly perspective, we also in a downtrend. So immediately we had this third rally. The only thing that we wanted to do as traders was to look for bearish opportunities, and that also happened immediately. Let me show you guys. There's some trades I do not take. Basically, I understand the whole market, how they move. But right, you need to understand this. This area here. So immediately, this daily candle actually prompted. Okay, this came in as a filling candle. Okay, so this was the area which price fell. All those shitty dramas happened, the last time, and price then fell and dropped one more time. By the time I started seeing these bulls get into the market and they couldn't here, and when they fell here one time, the next time, and whatever happened here, price will only have one direction to move until the downside. So immediately this candle came in, I got off the trade and I looked for other possibilities. And when this fell one more time, down was all the way we wanted to go. Now, look at in this period here, what happened here? From this high to this low, how many ATR? Wow, crazy 3 ATR. By the time we got to this point, 500, okay, what I wanted to do was consolidate at one point. And when the daily candle couldn't consolidate, broke through, dropping one more time, I knew that there was problem in the land, and only thing I wanted to do was to get up the whole market and wait for a reversal structure of some sort. So after dropping all this massive ATR, right, 1,012 pips, you saw how price then closed. Market then closed at around 402 pips. So whenever there's a massive drop in the market, you need to expect some sort of consolidation of some sort, okay, to actually take out and consolidate of some sort. And you can see with this huge candle here, bulls got into the market, price then started to reverse, but also taking a look at the weekly time frame with this huge rejection candle here, followed by this bullish setup here, and you see how bulls got into the market, and then all those crazy things happen, and that went on in the market. All right, so what am I saying in essence? You need to identify how far down or up have price gone in a particular month, in a particular week, in a particular day, and what is the average ATR. So you need to understand the average ATR, average daily range. So they are not the same thing, right? ATR is measured differently and ADR is measured differently. Okay, so if you're using there are some actually MT4 actually comes with the ATR indicators, and some of them actually go in this format like the RSI. I don't often use that because it's not my pattern. Okay, it's not that it's wrong. It's not that it's right. Okay, there's nothing wrong. There's no right about it. It's just that I tend not to want to understand how to use that indicator. So this is perfect for me. This is okay for me. I've been using this for quite a long time, right? More than 3 years, and it's what has been working for me. Okay, what has been working for me overall in the whole market scenario. What has been working for me. So when I relate this with the whole market structure, I know where I want to be, where I want to be at any particular time. And from this structure here, we can see that the bulls got in here, some sort of exhaustion, couldn't rise, market came in, rejected this point. And if we had seen a bull setup here coming into this point, we need to wait for a rejection here or some sort of failure here. So what are we seeing here? The Monday candle came in strong, so far moved 1.4. Now on a weekly time frame, what is the weekly time frame showing us? What level do we have in the market? The very first level we have here is this level. All right. If we just go and then take this out, then put it on a line chart, you will notice that we have this level first. And what did price come in to do here on? Did price reject this point? Yeah, there was a strong rejection of this point. But can we start shorting immediately because there's rejection of that point? No, we cannot start shorting there. We need to make sure that the deals have actually come into the market from this point and actually go to the downside, and only then can we start shorting, because definitely whatever happened here could be as a result of this rejection. Okay, this candle here, and it could actually form a reversal pattern coming into trying to test this high, because definitely this was where we actually found last structure in the market. And if this high can actually hold price, price may actually break through, making further moves into testing the upside. I believe to some extent that price may actually want to come into test the 0.68 area, because I don't really see any structure around this environment after here, apart from this area here territory that price wants to come and test. Okay, so if that would be the case, I think we basically prepare and actually brace ourselves to what is going to happen. All right, so that's how I use the indicator on my chart, okay, on my MT4, and also I only have these two indicators. And you can see in those analyses, I'm not really explaining how I really use the 200 table moving average, but how far out is price from the moving average actually tells me the strength, okay, the momentum. actually how strong the trend is actually going. So here from this point on, we can see how far price was from this moving average, and you can see the impact here going down, and you can see that price is somehow trying to consolidate of some sort as they are in the ATR. So I'm expecting price to some sort come back into the ATR territory and start getting the ATR before they're looking for new directions. All right. So with that, I would say good night, guys, and have a wonderful trading experience. I love you.